Dr. Torsak from Healing Passion here again. In our previous video, we talked about how the lifetime exposome load can determine our susceptibility to chronic diseases. Various studies have established a connection between multiple genetic susceptibilities and chronic diseases, such as diabetes, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. However, recent research shows that it's not just genes that are responsible for these illnesses. Today, we will explore the interactions between genome and exposome that influence individual susceptibilities to illnesses. Genome-Wide Association Study, or GWAS, has revealed the relationship between multiple genetic susceptibilities and chronic diseases. This study has identified numerous genetic variations that can increase an individual risk of developing a chronic illness. However, it's not just genetics that determine the likelihood of developing a chronic illness. Recent research has shown that the exposome, the sum of all environmental exposure, also plays a significant role in the development of these diseases. Exposome-Wide Association Study, or EWAS, has demonstrated the epigenetic roles of numerous exposomes as the predominant contributors to present-day illnesses. These studies have shown that the lifetime exposome load determines the adaptive and counterregulatory host reactions, which ultimately affect disease development. Our lifestyle choice and environment can heavily impact our exposome load. Factors such as diet, physical activity, pollution, and stress can all contribute to an individual's lifestyle exposome load. Why genetic predisposition determines host vulnerabilities to disease? The lifetime exposome load determines the adaptive and counterregulatory host reactions. Once the host tolerance is exceeded, chronic disease pathophysiologies cumulate. Understanding the interplay between genes and the exposome is crucial for developing new treatments and interventions for chronic illnesses. By identifying the specific exposome that contribute to disease development, we can develop targeted interventions to reduce the overall exposome load and improve health outcomes. In summary, genome-exposome interactions are complex, but they hold the key to unlocking the mysteries of chronic illnesses. Through continued research and explorations, we can better understand the factors that contribute to disease development and work towards developing effective treatment and intervention. Next time, we are going to explore the details of integrated stress response, or ISR, at the cellular organelle levels to get some idea of how our body adapts to the external and internal stressor and help maintain our health despite the day-to-day accumulated exposure. Thanks for watching. See you next time.